because every time she's by the blackjack table, I lose. So she's the cool one.
Well, we'll win. Welcome, MTA fans. We are broadcasting live here from the Holy Angel South Dome. The next conference game for our MTA 0304 ECNL team. Our girls are taking on the Michigan Hawks Magic this afternoon. Game time will be here very quickly. Michigan Hawks have broken the huddle. We're just waiting for some folks to clear out after the 07 game, which was before us. Sounds like they won 3-0, so good win for MTA. Starting lineup shortly. I'm not sure exactly where the Michigan Hawks fall in the conference standings, but it's a Michigan Hawks team, so they'll be well coached and ready to go. The game is brought to you today by 20-degree temperatures. When 20-degree temperatures feels like a heat wave, you live in Minnesota. Thank you, 20-degree temperatures. Also brought to you today by Dave's Sportsmanship. He's on a one-game streak of not taking a card, so we'll see if he can keep that streak going.
12 out of 14.
My research department just told me that the Michigan Hawks team is toward the bottom of the conference, but that doesn't matter. It's a soccer game, so girls have to come out ready to play. Refs are heading to the middle of the field. Flip has happened. Waiting to find out if who will take the ball, and we'll have starting lineups here shortly. Thunders break the huddle. Starting lineups today brought to you as always by Bargeste Production Network. For all your streaming needs at MTA, contact Nadir Bargeste at nadirisawesome@gmail.com. Bargeste Production Network. Starting lineups start from the back in the Vikings purple. Bayless Flynn, recent University of Montana commit. Across the back, Sid Drees, Sarah Brecklin, Lindsay Birch, and Kendall Quall. Starting midfield today, Sophia Bargeste, Maddie Poor, and Alma Beaton. And the forwards are Maddie Darlene, Kendall Stadden, and Jordy Pascarella. Hawks girls break their huddle. I'm not that researched, so I don't know their roster, but they'll be wearing the red going right to left on your screen here in the first half. MTA is in their home Carolina Blues going left to right. Looks like the Hawks, someone won the tip, but the Hawks will take the ball in the first half, and we'll be underway shortly. Whistle's blown, ball's in play. We're playing soccer. Hawks push the ball up, boot it up quick. Sid settles it, tries to play to Alma. Hawks put it back into the mix. Sarah settles it, switches it wide out to Lindsay. Lindsay going forward. Trying to find Maddie on a run. Goal, MTA. Great ball from Lindsay out of the back, took some space. Found good weight and pace to put it through the middle. Maddie's able to run onto it, far post. 1-0 MTA. Goal by Darlene. 36 seconds into the first half. Hawks kick off again. Play it back. Pressure from MTA. Jordy disrupts. Alma trying to play it through to Kendall's feet. Ball bounces around. Maddie Poor runs back to it, settles it, gets it back to Sarah to let him restart. Over to Lindsay. Lindsay, escape turns, plays it back to Bay. Bay, wide to Sarah. Sarah in the middle to Alma. Touch goes up her to her shoulder, fighting. Soph there, breaking down. Soph dispossesses. Plays it wide to Quall. Kendall, settled, back to Maddie. Maddie lays it to Quall. Quall shields, takes possession back. Back to Lindsay. Lindsay settles to Bay, lets her start. Pressure from the Hawks, forces Bay to play it quickly. Ball out to Quall. Ball in the box. Good job by MTA defenders to get in the middle to block that shot. So it settles before it goes off the end line. They kick it out of bounds, so it's a Hawks throw. Ball's in play. Lindsay boots it. Jordy, good job by Jordy trying to play it to Quall or to Stadden. Maddie trying to find Jordy. It's a foot race. Jordy's got wheels. Settles it. Plays it back to Alma. Alma. Disrupted by the Hawks player, ends up back to Sid, to Stadden. Stadden trying to find Beaton and Jordy on the right. Sid takes it. Tries to find a cross. Ball goes off Sid, out of bounds, or sorry, off the Hawks player, MTA throw. Sid throws it in. Tries to find Alma. Alma tripped on the white line on the turf. Foul was called. Free kick here for MTA. My guess is they'll treat this like a corner. Let Alma take it with the left foot, so swinging in on net. Sarah's the only person back. Sid short, MTA on the far post. Ball's up. Good swinging ball. It was a shot on net. Goalie quickly punches out of bounds. Ball goes on the end line. Darlene's able to squirt a cross out to the middle, but gets disrupted by the Hawks player. They kick it out. MTA is still up. Sarah, wide to Sid. Sid to Alma. Alma to Jordy. Jordy dancing. Gets end line, cross. Hawks goes out of the ball. Hawks kick it out of bounds. Good ball by Jordy. It's going to be a corner kick, first corner kick for MTA. That loud, crazy noise you hear is the snow falling off the dome. It's a good sign for us here in Minnesota that it's warm enough that that's happening. Alma here on our sideline. Arms up. Ball's away. It's another swinger that was a shot on goal. Goalie punches it up. MTA getting possession. Matty Poor trying to play something through. Hawks are just trying to get it out of their zone. Lindsay puts it in on net. Allows the Hawks goalie to take it. And they're going to set up. She's pushing everyone up. Looks like she's going to punt this away. Just joined us. It's 1-0 MTA. Goal by Darlene. Lindsay found a great ball up the middle off the kick. Let Maddie run onto it. 36 seconds in. 1-0. Ball goes out of bounds off MTA. Hawks throw. Throws backwards. Pressure from MTA. Stadden with pressure. Lays it off. Hawks player plays it up the middle. Sarah steps to it, gets it to Alma. Hawks player side foot. They turn it up the field. Lindsay to Sid. Sid back to Sarah. Sarah steps around the first player, trying to find Alma. Maddie Poor with the defending and Alma. Big Ten sandwich. Back to Sarah. Sarah wide to Kendall. Gonna try and get it to Maddie. Maddie gets around the first player. Tries to side foot it. Arms are overhead. Probably lost her wind. She's back. Ball went out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick or ball drop for the Hawks. Punts away. Maddie gets a head on it. Poor back to her feet. Wide to Qual. Qual trying to look for Stadden. Ball's up in the air, headed back in by Qual. Hawks trying to send it in. Alma's able to chase it down, get it to Sid. Sid doesn't like it. Turns, gets it to Soph in the middle from her holding mid position. Plays it wide to Qual. To Stadden. Kendall back to Kendall. Into Maddie Poor. Maddie steps on it, pulls it back, restarts to Soph. Soph to Sid. Sid one touches it over the top of the player to Jordy. Jordy to Alma. Alma turns, crosses with the right foot. Hawks player plays it out of bounds. Good ball from Alma. Corner, second corner of the game, near sideline. Set up for Alma's left foot. Ball's in. Swinging on frame. Goalie punches it away again. Soph, challenge. Foul called. Free kick for the Hawks. Hawks going very quickly. Pressure from Stadden. Ball back to the goalie. Soph goes for the header. Sarah traps it with the chest. Gets it over to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor gets down to her feet. Wide out to Sid. Sid trying to get it over the top to Maddie. To the middle to Alma. Qual to Alma. Alma dropping it in the corner to let Maddie run onto it. Maddie tried to cross. Too many people there. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw. 9:15 into the first half. 1-0 MTA. Throw into Stadden. Ball squirts away to the Hawks. They're on the counter. Played it to the middle. Sid runs to it. Flips it over the top, trying to find Maddie. Flags up, offsides. Free kick for the Hawks. Ball's punted away. Gets through. Finds the Hawks forward. She lays it off to their outside back. The winger. Winger plays it up forward. Lindsay finds it first. Plays it forward. Tries to get to Maddie's feet. Challenged by Jordy. Stadden. Ball's up and elevated out of bounds. MTA throw on the near sideline. Sid running up to grab it. Watch out for Coffee. Quickly throws it in. Finds Jordy's feet. Jordy lays it back to Sid. Sid trying to go middle. 8 for the Hawks with a lot of speed. MTA's hustling back. Jordy takes possession. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Hawks throw here. Jordy trying to get it up the field. Just missed it. Ball goes out of bounds. Hawks throw again. Ball's thrown in. Hawks player trying to split 2 defenders. No call. Ball's up. Stad running to it. Maddie escapes out of there. Plays it wide, just Qual. Qual to the middle to Alma. Alma trying to play through to Maddie. Just a little bit checked up there. Maddie would have been able to run onto it. No big deal. Hawks kick it out of bounds. MTA throw deep in their offensive third. 12 minutes in, 1-0 MTA. Ball's thrown into Poor. Back to Qual. Back to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor serves it in. Alma, good service. Flag was up, was offsides, but a good service, good idea. Hawks push up. The goalie puts it in play. Hawks player first 2. Pressure from Beaton. Sid takes that in the belly. Lays it off to Alma. Alma trying to find Maddie. Just floated a little bit. Poor grabs it, takes possession. Qual back to Poor. Maddie splits 2. Stadden plays it through to Darlene. Flags up, offsides. Free kick for the Hawks. Goalie's behind it. Ball's up. Good ball. Lindsay defending. Ball squirts away. MTA is able to get back on D, take possession. Kendall plays it to Bayless. Pressure from the Hawks. She plays it up the middle to Soph. Lets Soph counter out of there. Soph wide to Qual. Kendall, ball was kind of hopping, tried to play it up the field. Ball goes out of bounds. Hawks throw. Throw in. Lindsay, first two with the head on it. Soph going for a header. Able to get it to her feet. Still fighting. Soph comes away with it. Soph delivers the ball to Maddie. Cross. Just behind the runner, trailing. Trying to play it all the way through to Kendall. Soph takes control, lays it off to Sid. Sid to Stadden. Stadden turns. Ball's up the field. There's the best ball boy in the league carrying it down. Gets it back to Sid. Throw in from Sid over the top. Jordy checked and went to try to find Alma. Goes over Alma's head. Still pressure from both MTA players. Hawks escape out of there. Playing it on the ground. Finds 26. Hawks throw it in. Bayless is able to scoop that up. She's going to punt this away, I bet. Big ball from Bay. Soph flicks it on with a head to Stadden. Stadden, little dipsy-do. Trying to find Maddie. Hawks player gets there at the last second. Kicks it back to the goalie. Goalie kicks it out of bounds. Qual going quickly to Maddie's feet. Back to Kendall. Kendall to the middle to Alma. Alma turns, plays it off to Sid. Sid putting one on frame. Just a little high. Ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick for the Hawks. .5 in here, first half, 1-0 MTA. Hawks push up. Gonna kick this away. Kicks away. Kendall, good position. Gets a body part on it. Maddie Poor. The Malachi brothers. Maddie and Soph. Maddie gets the first one. Actually, Soph had a foul earlier, which maybe wasn't a foul, but that one was clean, and good job by Maddie. Ball stops. Free kick here for the Hawks. Plays it through on the ground. Soph gets ball to Maddie. Maddie splits defenders, lays it off to Qual, let them reset. Maddie all the way on the ground to Sid. Back up to middle to Soph. Soph through Jordy and Kendall there. Jordy running onto it. Maddie was coming on a run. Jordy was trying to get the cross. Hawks kick it away. It's going to be a throw there for the MTA. Thunder Academy. Well, it's redundant. It's just MTA. I'll have to say the Thunder Academy apart.
Whoa. Brady retiring?
Just got some news from our new intern. Sounds like Tom Brady might have retired. Evidently, he's not as pliable as he once was. Back to action. Ball was thrown in back to Kendall Qual. She kicks it in on net looking for a cross. Goalie comes out, scoops it up, and she's going to kick this away. Kicks away.
Shefty reporting.
Adam Schefter is the reporting. After 22 seasons, Tom Brady is retiring. For anyone that's a Tom Brady fan. Ball goes out of bounds. Maybe these Michigan Hawks people are Tom Brady fans, being that he's a Michigan man, which pains me to say, but it is what it is. Back to action. Qual throws it in over Stadden to Maddie. Maddie trying to head flick it on. Maddie Poor now has it. plays it to Soph. Soph splits the defenders, threads the ball through to Sid. Sid to Qual. Staden beaten to Jordy to the end line. Jordy trying to cut it back. Beaten there to help combine on the defense. Back to Sid. Sid through to Jordy. Jordy trying to cut past that defender. She luckily got a foot on it. The Hawks were countering out. Find the player in the middle. I think that's 26. 26 lays it off to 8. 8 to 10. Unfortunate. Skips through. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw. Sid waiting for a conversation to finish before she throws the ball in. Oh, sorry, it was a Hawks sub. Ball's thrown in. Sid throws it backwards to Sarah. Let's just set from the back. Sarah to Soph. Soph to Sid. Back to Sarah. Reset to Bay. Bay back to Sarah. Sarah up to Sid. Sid to Alma. Alma resets. Back to Bay. A little bit higher up in the box this time. Plays out to Lindsay. Lindsay gets a juke move, gets more space, plays it out to Kendall Qual. Kendall resets back to Lindsay. Playing out of the back, just trying to reset. Lindsay gets it to Maddie. Oh, Maddie hits a post. Jordy there. Ball goes out of bounds. Or no, Sid State keeps it in bounds right here. Sid trying to work a 1-2 with Alma. Ball gets countered out. Good job by Sarah, keeping people in front. Sarah still working hard right here in front of us. Combined defenders. Staden with pressure. Sarah traps it with the foot. Deads it, kills the ball. Ball's at Kendall's feet. Side foots it out to Jordy. Just too much. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Hawks throw. .21.5 into the first half. Score still is 1-0 MTA. Throw ends up on Sid's head. Lindsay has it directionally to Sid. Sid to Alma. Alma back to Sarah. Sarah goes wide to Lindsay. Lindsay taking the space, slides it through to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor drops one in. It's a foot race between Jordy and the goalie. Goalie's able to go up just a little bit too far up the field. But that ball was kind of spinning and curving, but a good idea. Hawks goalie to punt this. Ball's up. Big punt. Soph, directional flick. Sarah fighting with 10. Letting them play. Foul's called. Maddie Poor got her feet wiped out. Ball's down. It's gonna set up here for something. Lindsay puts the ball up. Hawks are able to get a foot on it. Ball goes out of bounds. Mass subs for MTA. Amanda Kothe, Ramira Ambrose, Caitlin Mulcahy, Anna Kepke, and Hallie Whitty join the fray. Backline now is Ramira Ambrose, Anna Kepke, newly committed to Lake Forest College, Caitlin Mulcahy. Congrats to her. and Kendall Quall. Midfield is Amanda Kothe, Sophia Bargeste, Maddie Poor, and forwards are Maddie Darlene, Alma, and Hallie Whitty. Ball goes out of bounds. Kendall Quall going down to grab the throw in. Oh, and Bayless is in net. Ball thrown in. Find Maddie's feet. She's able to. Hawks trying to counter quickly. MTA's got a truck back. Good hustle from MTA. Caitlin there. Shot goes wide. Ball goes out of bounds. I don't know if Bay got a hand on it or not. Doesn't look like it. So goal kick for Bayless and MTA. Bayless pushes everyone up. Ball's up. Hawks first two. Ends up foul called on Amanda. It's going to be a free kick for the Hawks here on their offensive side of the half. Ball's down. First two's Anna. Hallie boots it up. Pressure from Beaton. Ball goes back down. Soph trying to directionally find some help from midfield. Just wrong place, wrong time. No big deal. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw right in front of their bench. Ball's back in play. Ball's at Maddie Poor's feet. All the way back to Mulcahy. Back to Bay. Bay back to Caitlin. Caitlin wide to Kendall. Kothe wide to Ramira. Ramira got a lot of time and space. Lays it off to Maddie Poor. Back to Ramira. Another Big Ten connection, Ramira and Maddie. Got a lot of Big Ten connections here today. Ramira heading to Northwestern University. Kendall back to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor going to Wisconsin. Tries to poke it through. Kothe there to Beaton to Maddie Poor. Maddie stops, starts. Plays it wisely wide out to Ramira. Ramira trying to lay it off to Amanda. Good job jockeying. Foul on the Hawks. It's going to be a free kick for MTA. Mulcahy gets behind this one. Caitlin puts the ball up. Ball ends up going over the end line. It's going to be a goal kick for the Hawks. 27.5, 1-0 MTA. Goal scored 30 seconds in. It's been the only goal so far this half. Goalie puts it in play. Amanda had her on it. Hawks just trying to boot it up. Anna touches it directionally back to Quall, over to Quall. Quall back to Caitlin. Caitlin trying to go through to the middle. Pass gets intercepted. Hawks player to Hallie. Hallie takes possession, finds Alma. Back to Ramira. Ramira shielding, fights through to Soph. Soph checks it back to Amanda. Amanda to Maddie Poor. Trying to play it through to Maddie. Good run. Just a little bit too much, and the goalie read it and came up high out of her line to take the ball out of the air. Ball's up. Caitlin down to Maddie Poor. Foul right there. Free kick for MTA. Maddie Poor goes quickly. Playing smart. Hawks trying to counter. Pressure from Kothi and Caitlin. No one's going to probably win a lot of tackles going against Caitlin. Trying to play 1-2 with Maddie. Now she hustles back. Maddie Poor there for pressure. Maddie puts the ball right on Alma's foot. Shot on net. Good shot. Good pass. Pressure from Kothi. Flicks it out of bounds. Throw for Hawks. Ball's in. Pressure from Kothi. Hawks plays it back. Boots it. Trying to get someone to run onto it. Bayless quickly runs out to grab it. Looks to maybe throw. Pushes it. Nope. Now rolls it back out to Anna. There was an injury timeout. 10 checking, or Hawks player checking in for 10. Well, Dave never relaxes. Testing the refs already. Trying to keep that one game streak of no yellow cards intact. Ramir to Soph. Soph holds the player off. Settles it. The therapist. Anna to Caitlin. Caitlin trying to play through to Maddie. Maddie Poor gets in there. Hawks play it forward. Caitlin there, shields, takes possession, tries to turn it upfield. Ball unfortunately rolls out of bounds. Hawks throw. They're going quickly. Oh, good parry save by Bayless off the crossbar. A weird bounce, bicycle kind of kick. Good job from Bay. That's what they pay her for. Big ball from Bay. A lot of adrenaline after that good save. Gets it to Maddie Poor. She flicks it on. Alma and Maddie Poor working on 1-2. Plays it to Ramira. Ramira cuts it back middle. Finds Maddie Poor. Back to Anna. Anna through the middle to Maddie Poor. One touch out to Ramira. Ramira on the ground trying to find Alma. Defender finds it. Soph, interception. Laying on to Hallie Whitty. Ball goes out of bounds. It's an MTA throw. Should be an MTA throw right there in front of the ref, or next to the ref. Ramira. Hallie checks. Ramira, Alma checks. Ball ends up to Soph. One on there. Trying to play it on the ground quickly up the field. Kothi with pressure. 13. Plays it wide out to 11. Kendall there, gonna shield. Foul there, holding on Qual. It's gonna be a free kick for MTA. Caitlin hits a missile. Out of bounds, ruled MTA throw. Reset. There was a sub for the Hawks. .34 and change into the first half. Still 1-0. Caitlin back to Anna. Anna through to Kendall Quall. To the middle to Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor stops. Turns back up forward. Cuts through the two players. Amanda back to Caitlin. Caitlin to Anna. Anna finds Amanda's feet to Maddie Poor. Wide out to Quall. Quall's got time and space. Back to Maddie Poor. One touch. Quall trying to work with Alma. Ball's on Maddie's feet. Maddie trying to kick that back to her house. At least she was directionally on the right way to where we live. Ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick for MTA or for the Hawks. Ball's in play. MTA first two with a head. Hallie flicks it on. Anna steps through. Kendall quickly gets to it, touches it back to Caitlin. Caitlin's walks around the first player, gets it to Quall in space. Trying to find Alma. Finds Maddie. Side foots it out to Alma. Alma, shot just wide. Ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick for the Hawks. Ball's up. Kothi with the first head to it. Alma flips it with the head. Lays it off to Soph. Soph lays it off to Ramira. Ramira to Soph. Soph working with Ramira. Alma comes out of it. Trying to find Kothi. Anna finds it back to Amanda. Just too much. Amanda intercepts and disrupts to Quall. Back to Amanda. Felt the person on her shoulder. Turns it back around. Plays it to Caitlin. Caitlin to Anna. To Amanda. Amanda wide to Ramira. Ramira to Anna. Anna to Caitlin. Caitlin to Soph. Soph to Ramira. Matt is able to disrupt, intercept, take around two players, buries it the far post. 2-0 MTA. Ball got played forward. She read the high bounce and the awkward trap from the Hawks player, got the ball on the ground, took it wide across the top of the box, and then goes back far post to make it 2-0. 30, almost 38 in. Ramira steps to it. Caitlin sweeps it over to Kendall Quall. Quall to Poor, back out to Quall. Quall to Emma. That was a forearm shiver. Would have made Ray Nitschke happy. That was for Missy Poor. That was a Green Bay Packers reference. Caitlin gonna take this free kick. Ball's up. Allie, head flicks on over to Alma. Alma takes possession. See if she can face up. Going left foot. Oh, good idea. MTA trucking back. Hawks countering. MTA still has numbers at this point. Amanda does a good job defending, forcing that player to go wide. It's a foul there. She got ball first, but ball's dead, so free kick for the Hawks. Ball served. Headed away. Maddie Pora swing and a miss. Maddie Darlene with help. Plays it all the way back to Bay. That's the Edina Hornet connection. Anna, wide. See if we can get to it. Where's our ball boy? No hustle. I guess when it's not a high school season, there's no hustle. Hawks throw. Hawks player. Side foots it. Keeps it in bounds. Splits Ramira. Good communication from Bay. She's going to pick that up. 40 and a half in here. 2-0 MTA. Big kick from Bay. Kendall to Maddie Poor, back to Kendall. Kendall going forward now. Trying to work with Maddie Darlene. Alma takes possession. Lays it off to Soph. Soph chipping it over to Maddie Darlene. Able to get it on her foot. Lays it off to Hallie's. Good idea. Flag was up though. Offsides. Pressure from MTA, forces a misguided punt, but the Hawks player comes out of it. Amanda coming back, so wisely plays it wide to Anna. Anna to Ramira.
Hey, girl. I just came to watch the broadcast.
Ramira and Alma. Alma back to Ramira. Misdirected.
You want to sit on it?
Back.
You want to sit on it?
Back to Caitlin. Back to Caitlin. A lot of commotion in the press box right now. Amanda back to Anna. Anna to Caitlin, or sorry, to Kendall. Kendall wide to Maddie. Got stuck up in her feet. To Maddie Poor. Oh, Maddie Poor trying to thread one through to Maddie Darlene. Hawks counter out of here. MTA trucking back. Good job from Maddie Poor coming back on D. Poor plays to Barcheste. Soph dances around. Trying to beat this girl 1v1. Drags it back. Plays it to Ramira. Ramira to Alma. Alma. Ball goes over the top. On to Anna. Caitlin to Kendall. Kendall trying to find Alma. Hawks player reads that, steps around, takes possession, plays it forward. Ball's out to 6 for the Hawks. 43 and a half in here, still 2-0 MTA. Hawks are on the attack. Amanda just kicks it into the secondary goal. Good to see the MTA players are still finding the back of the net. But that one doesn't count. So 2-0. Ball headed. Gets to Maddie's chest. She settles it. Lays all the way back to Caitlin.
Minnesota Thunder Academy?
Oh, no, they're the other one.
Oh, is this Michigan Hawks?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, so the red is Michigan Hawks.
Right.
Maddie Poor plays it back to Caitlin. Out to Kendall. Kendall back to Caitlin. Caitlin steps around. Ball squirts to Anna.
You're right in the right spot.
Anna to Caitlin.
I've been hearing of Sophia on the red team.
Yeah.
Out to Kendall Quall. Back to Caitlin. 30 seconds left roughly in the first half. Soph trying to find Ramira. Ramira doing a good job defending.
Probably on that end.
Pressure from MTA. Amanda heads the ball up. Soph trying to get something, a body part to it. Foul right there. It's going to be a free kick for MTA. Should be the last kick of the last play of the first half. That is actually the half. My clock was pretty good. End of the first half. MTA 2, Michigan Hawks 0. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half. All right. Well, those that stuck by us halftime, we had a little halftime show from Peter Darling and Becker Wenkus. Girls Thunder have broken the huddle. They'll have the ball start the second half. Score after the first half, 2-0 MTA. Goals from Maddie Darlene on both.
You know what? She left.
Starting lineups for the second half brought to you as always by the Bargesta Production Network. For all of your streaming needs, contact BPN at nadirisawesome@gmail.com. And I think I pronounce that wrong all the time. It's not Nadir. It's Nadir. But I like to throw a little E in it, a little long E into it. So that's going to be my, sweet little way of spinning his name. But starting lineups, Bayless Flynn in net, defense, Sid Dries, Lindsay Birch, Sarah Brecklin, Ramira Ambrose. Midfield starters are Maddie Poor, Sophia Bargeste, and Amanda Cothey. And the forwards are Maddie Darlene, Kendall Stadden, and Jordy Pascarella. Again, balls, MTAs start the second half. Refs are breaking the huddle. Just waiting for a whistle. Kendall puts it down. Ball's in. We're playing soccer. Ball quickly back to Sid's feet. Sid threads the needle, finds Ramira. Ramira on the ground to Soph. Soph just trying to heel click it through. Soph with some speed. Trying to find Stadden. Hawks take possession. Stadden with pressure. Darlene with pressure. Able to disrupt. See if she can run to it. Able to keep it in. Working end line. Hawks quickly move it back up the field. Combined defensive effort. Sarah steps to it. Ramirez there. Ramira on the floor or on the ground to Jordy. Jordy defending, keeps the ball in front. Ball's to Six's feet. Soph is there. Gets past Soph. Ramira shields. Good job by Ramira. Take possession of that ball, lays it off to Sarah. Sarah on the ground to Jordy from her forward position. Back to Sarah. Sarah to Amanda. Lays it off to Lindsay. Lindsay to Sid. Sid to the middle to Amanda. Amanda trying to get around that player. Wide out to Ramira. Ramira finds Stadden's feet. Tries to ghost dummy run that to Soph. Maddie Poor steps. Pass goes through the middle. Ball goes wide. On the ground, trying to find the runner from the outside back position.
Doesn't matter. It's a lot of fun.
Ball stays in play. Goes off the end line. Goal kick for Bay.
What'd you guys do?
Bay's up. The putt hits Soph in the back. It's an interesting scapula trap. Bay out quickly. Disregard for her own safety. Takes the ball up. Bay's going to punt this. Big ball. Maddie Poor to Maddie Darlene to Maddie to Poor. Offsides. Flag is up. Ball's short. Pressure from Stadden. Hawks able to thread through, but Amanda's there to take it and disrupt. Ball gets to Soph. Soph fighting. Hawks still going forward. 26 lays it off to 10. Sarah Shields, ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick for MTA.
Holy Family up 1-0.
Ball's up. Bayless finds Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor flicks it to Maddie Darling.
Thank you.
Foul's called right here. Free kick for MTA.
He's a mugging.
Drop it in there, Sid.
Sid behind it. Free kick magician. Floats a ball in. Hawks try to flick it away. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw. Sid's going to throw. Quickly gets it to Maddie Darlene's feet. Back to Sid, to Kendall. Kendall trying to turn the corner. Lays it off to Amanda. Amanda back to Sid. Sid tries to step two. Finds Maddie Poor. Ball goes out of bounds off of Maddie Poor. Goes for a Hawks throw. MTA, or Hawks throw. Gets over the top. Sid and Lindsay there sandwiching on a combined defensive effort. Ball goes out of bounds. Hawks throw. Foul's called. It's going to be a free kick for the Hawks. Just outside. I'll call it 10 yards outside the box on the right side here. Two-person wall. Kendall and Sid. Ball served in. Lindsay goes down, gets a head on it. Six tries to play it. Side foot ball to Jordy. Jordy cuts it back. Soph tries to rip one. Gets hit by about 4 people. Still able to kind of get through. Ramirez there. Soph comes away with it. Ball's back in play. Amanda to Maddie Poor. To Ramira. To Amanda. Amanda to Sid. Sid wide out to Maddie. Flag went up late. Offsides is the call.
Jesus. You're too fast. Give it some more room. So jeez.
Hawks defender. Hawks also had a sub. Hawks defender behind the ball. .7:45 into the second half. Still 2-0 MTA. Ball's low. Squirts through. Jordy comes back. Gets it on the ground to Ramira. Ramira trying to get the corner. Plays it up. MTA throw was deflected off by the Hawks player.
Exactly. I mean, if I knew the broadcast was this good, I might have just stayed by the fire under a blanket.
Under a blanket.
Oh,
Throw MTA. Short
bless her. She's
backwards to Amanda.
like a student.
Amanda turns back to where it was, to Ramira.
One time.
So she's
Ramira trying to find Stadden. To Soph.
she's head of hospitality.
Lindsay with the step. Amanda finds Maddie Poor. Maddie Poor lays it off to Sid. Lets Sid run onto it. To Maddie Poor. Maddie comes back out. Trying to find Darlene.
Well, it's not turned on.
Darlene finds Stadden. Stadden hits a rip. Ends up at 66 feet. Look, maybe came off a hand, but it didn't. She was able to hit it off of Kendall out of bounds, so it's a goal kick for the Hawks. New goalie for the Hawks in the green kit. Ball's away. Not able to connect with a Hawks player. Ramiro runs to it. Back to Sarah Brecklin. Sarah to Ramiro. Ramiro trying to find Amanda. Hawks have numbers right now. Split the defender. Ball's up. Too high. Goal kick. Goal kick for MTA and Bayless.
Total rip walk, right? I know. It's hard.
Bay puts it in play. Headed back in by the Hawks player. Sarah tries to kick it back up. Maddie there. Sells the push in the back. Free kick on the foul for MTA. Sid's behind it. Ball stopped.
Well, today was,
Ball's up. Hawks player with first two with the head on it. Jordy trying to find Bargeste. To Kendall. Jordy trying to find end line. Ball's deflected off of the Hawks player. It's going to be a corner kick for MTA. Sid running all the way over. It's going to be a right-footed kick. MTA packing the box. Sarah back deep. Maddie and Ramiro still high. Sid serves it. It's a good ball. Maddie just tries to get a shot on net with the outside of her right foot. Just goes wide. It's going to be a goal kick for the Hawks. Ball's in play. Over the top of the Hawks player. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be an MTA throw. Trying to find Stadden. A lot of deflections over there. Ball's moved up. Ball gets through. Amanda to Sarah. It's back to Ramiro. Lets Ramiro run onto it. To Amanda. Amanda wide out to Sid. Sid to the middle. Trying to read it to Soph. Good job by the defender there to intercept that and disrupt. 8 and 26 working together. Good job by Sarah Brecklin defending there. Sarah to Jordy. Soph running onto it. Trying to combine with Maddie. Amanda wide to Sid. Sid's got space. Sid to Maddie Poor. Back out to Sid. Too much pace on it. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Hawks throw right to our left.
well, no. I think it was just going to be like a couple hours of carries.
Ball's in play. Lindsay steps through. Heads it back up the field. Chip shot from the Hawks player back up the field.
It doesn't seem. The cool thing is like she was handed that number. Like there's a lot of institutional knowledge that gets passed to. Okay, what's your job? Okay, take this. So I think that helps.
Ball settles at Maddie Poor's feet. Maddie trying to work with Bargeste. Amanda takes it to Ramiro. Ramiro wide to Jordy. Jordy trying to slide it through around the player. Foot race, Ramiro and the Hawks player. Ramiro gets it to Sarah. Sarah's got time and space.
I didn't do anything for.
Plays on the ground to Soph's feet. Soph dancing around. Foul called on the Hawks. Free kick for MTA.
And it sounds like I really missed out.
Ref just talks to the Hawks player there.
Well, that's the problem. Because it's you either go from right after graduation
Sarah
to like 1 a.m.
feigns that she's gonna go deep. Plays it short to Ramira. Ramira to Amanda. Amanda wide to Sid. Sid to Maddie Poor. Good hand fight right there. Sid to Maddie Poor. Back to Sid, one on. Ball goes out of bounds, MTA. Throw. I was wrong. It's going to be a ruled Hawks throw. Ball's up. Ball goes out of bounds, MTA throw. Throws to Stadden. Kendall trying to flick it on. Ball's chipped. Sid there. Sid with a high kick. Gets it out of bounds. It's going to be a Hawks throw to our right. Defense by Sarah Brecklin. Sarah came to play today. Good job by Sarah disrupting and getting that ball to MTA. Good turn by Stadden. Trying to play it down the line to Maddie. Maddie able to use her speed and get onto that one. Maddie makes one person miss. Side foots it to the far post. 3-0 MTA. Good job by Kendall and Darlene to combine. Darlene run it down. Make one person miss. Girl's able to get a foot on it. She maintains control and side foots it past the goalie to make it 3-0. 15:36 roughly into the second half. Sarah trying to get to Sid. Sid runs around to it, able to keep it in bounds. Back to Lindsay. Lindsay short to Maddie Poor. One touch back to Sid. To Maddie Poor. Back to Sid. Back to Maddie Poor. Sid. No ball, no call there for the handball. Soph heads it up to Stadden. Stadden comes away with it. Trying to find Maddie. Soph. Ball wide of the Hawks. Lays it off to the outside back. She chips it in. Lindsay there with a head on it. Oh, Amanda trying to thread it. Headed by Lindsay. Combined defense by Lindsay and Sid. Lindsay gets it out of bounds. It's going to be a Hawks throw here to our right. 17.5 into the second half. 3-0 MTA. Good job by MTA, or by the Hawks. It was a good play. Cross with a head. Bayless didn't care. Gets up, strong. Challenges with the player coming in on the header. Sid comes out, or Bayless comes out better for the wear. Hawks player slow to get up. This will be a goal kick for Bay. Ball served out. Ends up at Sid's feet. Sid to Amanda. Hawks players are reading passes. Girls got to talk. Bayless sees the ball over the top. Ramirez shielding and goes and takes control. She's going to punt this away and try and get it up the field as far as she can. Big ball. Headed by the Hawks player out wide. Directional header. Sid to Stadden. Kendall has control. Checks it back out to Madipur. All the way over to Soph. Soph's got Ramir running. Back to Sarah. Sarah pulls it back to Amanda in the middle. Back to Sarah. Sarah to Soph. Soph looking to turn and get up the field. That's a fight right over there. Ramir comes to help. MTA throw. Ramir going quickly. Kendall, Soph working together. Ball goes all the way back. Good job by Amanda to disrupt. Madipur there. Sid jabs and pedals back, pedals. Pressure from Amanda. Keeps 11 in front. 11 lays it off. 22 wide to Jordy, to Hawks. Jordy there for pressure. Jordy, Energizer Bunny. She's not going to stop. Ball's on the ground. Lindsay smokes the ball up the field, trying to get it out of the pressure. Hawks back attacking. Sarah also trying to pressure from Darlene. Ball goes down on the ground to Stadden and Darlene with pressure. Hawks are feeling it, just crank it out of bounds. Ends up over on their bench. MTA throw. 21 minutes into the second half, 3-0 MTA. Jordy flicks on the header, flicks on the throw in. Jordy lays it off to Ramira. Ramira to Soph. Soph back to Ramira. To Sarah. Sarah trying to work with Ramira there. Ball's in the box. Lindsay, good job getting in there, keeping it out. Jordy keeps player in front. Natural defender over there. Having to play forward as we're down a few players.
Hi. How are you? Yep. 23.
Ball's in play. Throw goes all the way over the top. Sarah wisely lets the ball roll out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for MTA.
Okay.
Because I didn't show interest in it. You really think my mom can have any group of basketball?
How about who's
That's
saying
what
it?
I thought.
Bayless puts the ball in play. Gets over Amanda's head. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw.
Like what?
Mass subs.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll be home in half an hour, and we can talk about it then. Okay.
Hallie Whitty, Kendall Quall, Caitlin Mulcahy, Anna Kepke,
All right.
and Alma Beaton join the mix. Now the formation, Bayless still in net. Defenders are Quall, Mulcahy, Kepke, and Ramir Ambrose. Midfield is Alma, Beaton, Sophia Bargeste, Madipur, and our forwards are Jordy, Hallie Whitty, and Kendall Stadden. About 22 minutes left, 23 minutes so far gone in the second half, 3-0 MTA. Soph wide out to Kendall Quall. Kendall back to Soph. Caitlin plays it all the way forward over to Jordy. Jordy's always like she's shot out of a cannon. A lot of speed. Pride of Blaine High School, heading to Loyola, Chicago. Anna to Soph. Soph wide to Kendall Quall. To Maddie Poor. Maddie turns back. Quall to Maddie Poor. Lays it off to Soph. Soph playing at a holding mid now, and our attacking mids are Alma and Maddie Poor. Alma lays it off to Ramira. Ball chipped over the top. MTA's got to get back. Hallie there with pressure. To Anna. Anna to Hallie. Hallie does a good job. Quick touch to Maddie Poor, lets him reset. Kendall Quall's got plenty of space and room. Plays it into Maddie Poor. Maddie back to Soph. Soph to Anna. Back to Soph. To Quall. To Alma. Ball gonna get through. Oh, Hallie almost able to run onto it. Oh, great trap from Poor. Gets it to Alma.
Like makes like a big pop. And like and people
Ball squirts all the way through to Anna. Anna wide to Kendall Quall.
so usually people either pop Dorito bags.
Quall to Maddie Poor. To Quall. To Soph. Soph lays it off to Anna.
It's so funny. And everybody from their lunch is just like
Anna to Alma.
it's so
Back to Soph. Soph pulls it back. Tries to escape pressure. Lays it to Caitlin. Caitlin to Anna.
and there's like chants that people
To Soph. To Anna. Wide out to Quall.
but milk cartons are like extremely loud.
Plays it through to Jordy. Jordy with some speed coming to it. Didn't like what she saw. Pulls it all the way back and just lays it off to Anna. Anna taking some space. Gets it to Soph. Soph to Kendall. Plays it forward to Maddie Poor. Poor to side foots it to Stadden. See if she can get the corner here. Oh, tries to work with Poor. 1-2. MTA able to take control or maintain possession. Hallie and Maddie Poor working. Good idea. Maddie Poor trying to find Alma on that run. Alma still comes through with it. Ball goes out of bounds. Hawks throw. Ball's in. That was right in front of me. I kind of shielded my eyes from that one. She pops back up. The head, she's going to have to go get checked out. Kendall trying out for the Harlem Globetrotters here while we're waiting. Yep, she can dribble. Can she spin it on her finger again?
It's weird not having
Hawks also going with subs here while waiting for the 10 to get checked by the trainer. There she is. She's very close to becoming a Globetrotter. Kendall always knows where the camera is.
It's so tender.
Ball's down. Quickly to Soph. We go all the way back to reset. 10's back on the field. That's good. Hawks have a ton of energy. There's a lot of game left here. Still roughly 15 some odd minutes, 16 minutes left. 3-0 MTA. Soph spins it all the way back to Anna. Anna to Ramira. Ramira finds the ball all the way through to Kendall. Kendall's got space and speeches in the box. Plows through. Goalie just able to get there at the last minute. That's what you like to see, Staden running uphill. Hawks goalie kicks it away. Kendall. Good job by Qual. It's combined defensive effort, Staden and Whitty. MTA comes, or not, Staden, Qual, and Whitty. We come back with it. I get my Kendalls mixed up sometimes. They look so much alike. I'm kidding, except for the blonde hair.
Oh yeah, that.
Ramira to Staden. Staden working with Jordy.
Kendall.
Goal by Staden. Makes it 4-0 here. 3:43 into the second half. 30:43 into the second half. "31 minutes have gone by. 4-0 MTA. Waiting for the Hawks kick. Hawks come with a sub. And we're playing ball to 10. Back to Ramira. Alma. Alma to Soph wide to Caitlin. Soph driving up the field, slows the pace a little bit, pulls it back, wide out to Qual. To Maddie Poor, to Qual. Ball's right here off of Maddie's and Anna's feet. Over the top to Kendall. Pressure from Staden forces the ball quickly, but Hawks are trying to counter, move the ball upfield. Ball's deflected. Qual keeps that in play because it would have been a Hawks throw, so it's good that we had the possession. Caitlin to Soph. One touch out to Qual. Back to Soph. Soph wide to Ramira. Ramira back to Anna. Anna skips it around all the way to Qual. Kendall's got some space. Finds Maddie Poor. Maddie back to Qual. Qual to Soph. Soph to Maddie Poor. Back to Qual. She's got a lot of time here. To Alma in the middle. Alma. Good ball. It's setting that up. Trying to find Hallie. Hallie back to Maddie Poor. Maddie turns the corner. All the way around to Ramira. Ramira one touches that into Alma. Great pass. Alma tries to turn the corner. Defender just kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for MTA in the far corner. This is the Alma spot with the left foot. 34 minutes in, got about 11 left. 4-0 MTA. MTA setting up. Ball's in. Oh, just too much of it. Spins out of bounds. Joined in the press box by the coolest 8-year-old in the league, Peter Darlene. You want to say hi? Say hi. All the parents watching.
Hi.
Back to play. Hawks turn it up. Jordy dispossesses, lays it off to Ramira. Ramira, back to Anna. Anna to Soph. Soph, good weight on that pass, finds Jordy. Jordy checks it back to Alma. Alma trying to find work with Stadden. Hawks player just had gotten in the middle of that, intercepted. Alma comes back with it. Soph to Matty Poor. Matty Poor is able to get to the corner. Playing it through, trying to get Jordy on that channel run. Pops all the way back to Soph. Soph back out to Qual. So Qual playing it through to Kendall. Ball goes out of bounds. MTA throw. Ball throws it in, trying to work with Stadden. Stadden and Whitty working together here. Ball ends up a couple side foots from the Hawks. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be MTA throw. Oh, ball trapped. Stadden able to hit that half volley on net. Goalie reads it, makes a good save, but does a good job by Kendall getting that ball off her chest and then hitting it off the half volley. Ball's kicked. Topspin. Usually gets down to the Hawks player's feet. Lays it back to the outside wing. Ball goes off of Jordy. It's going to be a Hawks throw. 36-30 almost. In the second half, MTA leads this game 4-0.
Sewing's hard. What? Sewing's hard.
Joined back in the box by Peter Darlene. He was doing some research for me. What did you figure out while you were out there? Did you see anything you liked?
The soccer game?
You like the soccer game. What's called a soccer game. Here goes Matty Poor on a run. She's got speed. She's splitting defenders. Keeps going. She keeps going. Good job by Matty Poor. See if she can get a shot off. Oh, that's a little knuckle action. Good job. Great run by Matty Poor there. Pride of East Ridge High School, heading off to the University of Wisconsin in the fall. A lot of hands on knees for this Hawks team. They're a little tired. Injury here. Treating her for maybe looks like a cramp. 37.5. About 7.5 left. What's the score, Peter?
4-0.
Who's got 4?
MTA.
MTA. Who do we like on MTA?
Maddie Darlene.
Anybody else?
Maddie Darlene.
Just Maddie Darlene. What about her friends?
Yeah.
And all of her teammates? We like them too, don't we?
Yeah.
It's crazy to think it's January for all of us that have been playing together for a while. Yep, say hi. Wave.
Hi.
It's crazy for all of us. It's almost February. There's only a few months left for this team to play together. It's been a long run. It's a successful run for these girls. It's crazy that for almost all of them, just 3 that'll be still playing high school soccer next year. They'll all be off to school in the fall. But they've played some great soccer over the last 3 or 4 years. It's been fun to be a part of this program. Ball's flipped in, back to the goalie. She puts it down on the ground, immediately kicks it out wide. Hallie coming with a ton of pressure. Ball's played to the middle. Lets the outside back run onto it. Plays it to the middle. Caitlin tries to get ahead on it. Bayless does a good job. Bayless does a good job communicating to come up and scoop it up. Big ball from Bay. Headed by Poor to Alma. Alma side footed to Qual. Back to Poor. Trying to find 26. Makes a move, lays it off, lets 25 run onto it. 25 trying to go end line. Good job by Ramira keeping that player in front. Kick for a cross. Alma's there to help. Back out. Ball's in. Headed by 10. That's a good play. Cross and the header, but just didn't get enough of it. So ball popped up and Bayless was able to take it. Seen to punt this away.
And then we're going someplace hopefully that has incrementally more improvement. No, I think there are a couple other like parents.
MTA first two. Gets it to Qual. Back to Soph. Soph through to Ramira.
Well, thankfully we're just riding the boat.
Ramira trying to play it over the top to Kendall. Just a little bit too much. A little too low. The ball continues to skip all the way to the keeper. Big punt from the Hawks keeper. Kendall, directional header. 18 runs on it, sends it all the way in. Bayless comes out of her off her line and grabs that. About 4.5 minutes left. MTA 4, Michigan Hawks 0. Headed, flicked on by Alma after the big kick from Bayless. Alma. Ball was bouncing. Takes a weird hop, ends up on the Hawks player's foot. Alma there defending, Jordy there. Flicks it up to Stadden, just a little bit too much strength on that. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a MTA, or I'm sorry, a Michigan Hawks goal kick. Goalie goes quickly. Goes wide out here. Woody with pressure. Ball's up that sideline. Qual's right there, keeping 10 in front. She lays it off to 6 to 26. 26 tries to go with the dummy turn, but Caitlin sniffed it out, takes it, possession. Great job by Caitlin Mulcahy. Again, congrats to her on her recent commitment to Lake Forest College. Hawks trying to play all the way through. Kendall gets a head on it, plays it forward. Soph with space, speed, leads Hallie. Lets Hallie run to it. Back to Maddie Poor. Lets MTA get back in their shape. Qual gets it to Stadden, or trying to get to Stadden. Kendall posted up. Plays it through to Alma. Alma pokes it to Whitty. She finds Stadden. See if Kendall can plow through here. One last player. Alma pulls it through. Ball gets kicked out. Jordy with a slide possession. Good job by Jordy. If I haven't said it before, she never stops moving. Maddie Poor coming on one of her runs. She's got a full head of steam. Hits a rocket, one skip. Good ball. Take that. Goalie takes the save. She's gonna push. She's gonna push Hawks players up. Punts it away.
Basketball. Some football.
Kendall to Alma.
But mostly it's,
Alma.
I didn't grow up here.
Good ball to Hallie. Hallie to Kendall. That was a good effort there to Beaton and Whitty, but the Kendall coming onto it had a defender right there to disrupt the potential shot. Hawks player turns out. Ball's up. Jordy.
Are you keeping injury time? Are you keeping injury time?
There's a question in the press box if we're doing any stoppage time. We are unofficial on our clock as always, so we'll see what happens. The Hawks goalie, the first half goalie, immediately strips off of her goalie kit and puts on a field player kit. So it looks like they'll use their last sub here. 26 has had a couple of good collisions today. She's played really, really hard. And this might be the last one for her with under a minute roughly left on my clock.
Whoa. 2. Whoa. Or 3. Why do they all look the same?
see how much time is left. On my clock, there's about 25 seconds left. Drop ball, Ramira to Anna. Anna out to Caitlin. Caitlin
Yeah, I'm definitely pro green weapon.
to
I like that.
Kendall. Kendall to Soph.
Oh, there.
Soph. And that's game. My clock was right. 45 minutes have expired in the second half. Final score here in Holy Angels. Our MTA home team 4, Michigan Hawks 0. We had a great game today. Girls were able to get out another conference win. Got another game next Sunday, actually. Next Sunday we'll have another game here in Holy Angels. But until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying the stream. We'll be able to stream again next week. So, game today, MTA 4, Michigan Hawks 0. Hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend. We'll see you.